So some of the things that I've learned about being a community organizer is that we walk everywhere. We build strong relationships with our residents, and we do a lot of cold calling. Before I started at JPNDC, my mentor was in the process of creating this program called Building Captains, which was a program for our residents to get to know what was going on with the redevelopment of their building and to share with their neighbors. Once I arrived at JPNDC, she had given me a list of people who already said that they were interested and asked me to call them. And I was already uncomfortable with the fact that I had to call these people, and I didn't think it could get any worse than that until I looked on the list again, and it said that some people spoke Spanish. Now, I've taken Spanish classes for 6 years, and I'm still uncomfortable speaking the language, and I was just going to have to force myself to use my Spanish-speaking skills to the best of my ability. So I wrote down a script of what I was going to say to these people, and even answers to questions that they might have, because I knew I would not be able to answer them on the spot. I booked our conference room to save myself from embarrassment, knowing that the majority of our office already spoke Spanish, and I got myself settled. And it took me about 20 minutes to make that first call. I was just standing there, staring at the phone, thinking, do we really have to do this? But I finally picked up that phone and called the first person. And according to my list, that person spoke English. When she picked up the phone, she actually spoke Spanish. There was no time to panic. She was already on the phone. I couldn't just sit there quietly. So I whipped up my script and gave my spiel, and she understood what I said, and it was a successful phone call. I went on to make these phone calls. Some went straight to voicemails, some people answered. And there was this one woman who spoke Spanish and couldn't understand anything that I was saying and actually hung up on me. Now, I had to take a break and recollect myself, and it took me quite a while to make that first phone call again. So my mentor made me make these phone calls at least once a week, asking people if they were interested or not. And the more I made these phone calls, the more confident I got, not only speaking on the phone, but also speaking Spanish. And the less time it took me to make that first phone call. And now I can happily say that she has launched the program, and we now have about 12 residents who are in this program. And it's really rewarding to see how my work has benefited JPNDC and how this program now finally exists. And I attended some of these meetings, and some of these people recognize my voice from the phone calls that I've made, or they just either know me from other events. And I could have said no to my mentor when she asked me to do this and backed out, but I decided to take a step out of my comfort zone, and it ended up making a big impact on my life. Even the smallest steps can make a big impact, and I encourage you to take those small steps. Thank you.